Well, welcome back today. For today's video, I just want to remind us that what we're doing with these devotions, we're going through devotions in a book called Renovation of the Heart in Daily Practice. And it's by Dallas Willard and Jan Johnson. And basically what Jan Johnson's done is taken Dallas Willard's work and broken it down from his book Renovation of the Heart into 61 daily devotions. For today's, I'm going to put less of it into my own words and read more of it from the book, just because Dallas Willard's own words are so succinct on this particular topic. And what we're going to be talking about today is literally, what is this thing the Bible talks about as our heart? When we say, love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, what's it talking about? And so this is how Dallas describes it. He says that the human heart is the executive center of human life. This is where decisions and choices are made. Heart, spirit, and will refer to the same fundamental component of the person, but they do so under different circumstances. Will refers to the component's power to initiate, to create, and to bring about what did not exist before. Spirit refers to the fundamental nature as distinct from physical reality. And heart refers to its position in the human being as the center or core of which every other component of the self owes its proper functioning. Then goes on to say that the heart or will or spirit interacts with the 6 basic aspects of individual human beings: thoughts, our images, our concepts, our judgments, our inferences, our feelings, our sensations, our emotions, our choices, which is our will, our decisions, our character, our body, which is our actions, our interactions with the physical world, our social context, which is our personal and structural relations to others, and the soul, the factor that integrates all the above to form one life. David the psalmist wrote, "I bless the Lord who gives me counsel. In the night also my heart instructs me. I keep the Lord always before me, because he's at my right hand, and I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my soul rejoices. My body also rests secure." Psalm 16, verses 7-9. The idea of this is that the whole person does what our heart directs. And so what masters our heart is so important. So the idea we're going for is our entire inner being transformed by God at a heart level. That affecting our will, that affecting our spirit, and our thoughts, our feelings, our choices, our body, our social context, our soul. And when this happens, we become people of integrity. And when I mean integrity, that what I'm talking about is that literally what's going on the inside of us is also what's going on the outside of us. Our need for filters becomes less, because we actually just live as the same person in every situation. The interesting thing is that 12-step programs, like Alcoholics Anonymous, were originally designed to do just this. They were Christian-based, and they were designed to help a person deal with the things in their life that were keeping them from living in a place of integrity, in healing, in wholeness. In our fractured society and fractured existence that we live in today, there's more a need than ever before for us as Christians to understand the importance of this inner transformation. It's almost like we all need to go through our own 12-step program, so that what's being formed on the inside of us, we put into practice and allow it to live out on the outside of us as well. We become one new whole person, living surrendered to Jesus, with his spirit being that which guides us, that Christ-likeness, and become completely rooted in us. And that through that, the fruit of the Spirit gets formed in our lives. So in terms of things that we can be doing, just like David did in the Psalms, like Psalm 16, 7-9, we can almost use that as a model. When we've had Steve Backlund into the church, he's really talked to us about the importance of declarations and what we speak to ourselves. And so with this idea, start speaking to your mind, your feelings, urging them to be led by the Lord and let the Lord to bless them with wise counsel. Speak to your heart or your will or spirit, asking it to speak to you at night, to remind you that the Lord is always before you, because he is at your right hand, and you shall not be moved. Speak again to your heart and urge it to be glad that the Lord is always before you, and you shall not be moved. Speak to your soul and urge it to rejoice. Speak to your body and reassure it that it can rest secure.